Hello again, party members. My name is Arios, and welcome to A Mind is a Small Place. Now, this is a little game based on just the text in and of itself. It's a game about depression, and I guess it tries to simulate the feeling and the loneliness of depression, to the point where it's difficult to cope with when there is no solution to it, because there's typically not 100% cure for depression. There are ways to fight against it, but it's one of those things that as of right now, which naturally don't quote me on it, that there's no 100% guarantee that you may never have it again. And I myself have I go through more of spurts of, it's not even really depression, honestly. I'd have to say it's just really high anxiety, to the point where it seems like depression, but it's in waves, and it's really hard to describe. But anyway, I thought this would be a nice change of pace because it's a little indie game. It's post one of the game jams, but I couldn't find out which one it was. Excuse me. But anyway, all right, so we have all crossed paths with depression in our lives, and the development team are no different. We owe it to ourselves and each other to be honest, which that is one step about depression, is to both admit that you may have it and to seek help, which is not always that easy. Okay, press enter to continue. Enter. Oh, it's the 38th Ludum Dare Jam. A Small World. Okay, that makes more sense. Our thanks to these people. Sorry if we missed anyone. Enter. WASD to move. Left click to use items. Escape to pause. Please wear headphones. I already got it. A mind is a small place. I didn't realize there were other menus. Enter. Whoa. Oh, wow, this is pretty neat. Whoa, that sensitivity is high. Is that it? Oh, wait. I was supposed to left click. Duh, I read that. Oh, geez. Oh, this is like, it's a pixelated style game. This is really like eerie. Oh, a phone. Hello. Hey there, daydreamer. You seem miles away. Hey there, daydreamer. Okay. I guess it's answering the phone and having the conversation with someone, and then you're kind of in that state where you're listening but not listening. Oh God. Oh geez. Now here's my thing. I'll admit that I probably won't find the symbolism directly in a lot of this. Like I'm not really 100% sure what these are supposed to represent. And there's a phone somewhere, and I hear it. Where is it? Is it? Oh, there it is. Hello. Are you okay, sweetheart? What are you staring at on the floor? What? The phone. Oh, is this supposed to be two people that are in the same room together? And I guess this is full-blown depression, like the cutting yourself off from everybody kind of thing. Oh God. Okay, so I'm guessing this is probably the phase where a bunch of people realize what's going on, and they're all trying to help, and it seems overwhelming. Now, I'm sorry if this is incorrect. Nope. So, either that or this is... Oh, what are those mumblings I've been hearing from your room at night? But is that just depression, though? I don't think I've heard of anybody who deals with mumbling if it's not some kind of, like, auditory hallucination. So let's see. I guess he or she, I don't want to speculate anything, that they were maybe a runner or something? Because this looks like a park bench. And I'm speculating. I am sorry if my speculations are way off, or they're nuisances, or if this is just really supposed to represent you in the middle of a big room. Or something like that. And I'm not sure. I'm not trying to say like guess to try and make the game, away from what it is, because I can't say that I can. What is that? A mirror? Oh, and the person has no reflection. What the? Stop talking to yourself. It's embarrassing me. Okay. I'm kind of getting it. What was that there before? Was I supposed to be able to do that, and I just did it anyway? So this is supposed to be somebody who's going through depression not against necessarily, but with somebody who doesn't understand that they're going through depression. And is this moving? No, it's just an optical illusion. And that's hard to do. I mean, it's something that you can't relate without going through it yourself. And I guess this is supposed to be them kind of cutting themselves off from other people, surrounding themselves. And I don't get the bottles of water unless it's supposed to be alcohol, but I don't think that's supposed to be the case. Oh, scissors. Nope, not touching the scissors. They're all trying to help you. Just try, please. Okay. So the person seems to be understanding, and people are trying to help. But it's hard to say because I don't really know what goes through a depressed person's mind at this point. Like, it's obvious that something is different, but I can't relate to why they don't seek help. And I see a pair of scissors, and it's going to make me pick them up, and I don't want to pick them up because I know where this is going to wind up leading. Oh, is this so I can cut the ropes? Okay, so is this supposed to be opening myself up to help? Maybe? Oh, cool. So I guess I could have sat down in the chair and given up. And this is supposed to be cutting the ties away to be able to seek help, maybe? Okay, and the world is upside down. So I'm getting the sum of the symbolism, but I apologize. I'm trying not to take away from the game by just completely guessing. You can't come back yet. The doctor said you'd only get worse. I'm sorry. So is this a person who's just kind of abandoned him and now they're just going through it alone? Because all those people were there to help originally, unless that was just her trying to force you to go to the doctor because, you know, the doctor's the only one who can help. Why do you keep talking to me like that? Stop calling me. Talking to you like what? I mean, it's hard to understand if it's like anger or I don't know. And it may not necessarily be just depression. And I don't want to just destroy stuff, but there's no other option. Can I destroy the phone? Can I cut off ties? Nope. Smash, 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 smash. So I guess this is symbolizing some type of like just the life breaking into pieces kind of deal. Oh, flowers. Oh, maybe they found a way out. And so is this the progression of a flower? Yep, that's what it looks like. So it's either wilting or it's fully grown and it's wilting. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The hospital called me last week. Please eat your meals. Okay. Now it's starting to make a little bit more sense. So that's wilted completely. And I guess they're picking the flowers. Yeah, I'm picking the flowers. I don't know what this represents exactly. And again, like I said, I'm trying not to take away from it. Hello there, skeleton man. So is that supposed to be... Oh, no! Is that supposed to be them giving up and eventually just dying? I'm assuming so. So if I push enter, do I start over again? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can sit down with the scissors real quick. Just because, I mean, I don't. Again, I'm not trying to take away from it. I'm just. It's just more because I said this before in another game. I find it really interesting when a game tries to display something in a like an artful way kind of thing, and that's what this is kind of doing. Is it's trying to represent depression artistically, even though I don't think I have the mind to be able to understand it completely, especially because I don't deal with depression myself. I deal more of anxiety, and I'm not knocking depression versus anxiety because everybody goes through everything a little bit differently. Oh, I was right. everybody goes through things a little bit differently, and this person just seems to completely just isolate themselves and cut themselves off from everything, and just outright refuses to get any help. And no, okay, so that there wasn't any point to doing it beyond that. So it's just outright. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this here. Now this was curious. It was pretty interesting in and of itself, because depression is, I mean, you'd be surprised how many people actually deal with depression. And it's, in some cases, it's some of the people who are in the best of moods, or you see them on a regular basis and they're happy and they're smiling, that deal with depression, and they just wear this mask of just some kind of, like, either to not make people worry because they're trying not to show, or they're trying not to be selfish, or by faking it, they don't have to worry about people trying to help them, then they can get through it on themselves, or maybe pride is taking over, or I don't really know 100%, but it's one of those things where it's there are alternatives, and there is not one alternative. Depression is not just solved for some people by going to the doctor or a psychiatric ward or something like that, which that may not be depression in that case. Maybe this person suffers from schizophrenia, which is why it seems like they're not allowed, they can't really check themselves out or something like that, like it's a psychiatric place. Or people who are depressed because of the loss of somebody that they know, or depression because of how their life is going. There's not going to be one answer, and that's the thing where either getting help from somebody else or figuring out what's going on, that's a big part of it. And I know it sounds like I'm kind of talking out of my ass because I haven't gone through this myself, but I'm talking from the outside in. I have seen people deal with depression, and it sucks because there's nothing you can do besides try. I mean, you can try to help naturally. That's what I'm saying, but there's nothing you can do. You can't solve it for them, I guess, is the thing I could say. And even that is not 100%, because maybe you being there helps solve that depression. And I don't know. I'm just trying to give my thoughts on it without just trying to say this is an absolute, because it's never going to be an absolute, which, I mean, as of right now, it's not going to be an absolute, which, hey, maybe scientifically later we'll find out, or maybe psychologically later we find out, or maybe surgeries, or whatever method, that there might be a solution to it at some point. But as of right now, there isn't a definitive solution for depression, and a lot of people go through it. A lot of people who have even the best of lives go to depression. I mean, there have even been celebrities who have committed suicide out of nowhere, kind of thing. But anyway, I'm going to leave this here. If you deal with depression yourself, seek help. There are always people around you who are willing to help, and I'm sure there are probably people who have come to you to try and help, but it's one of those things where it's hard, especially if you deal with people who just want a solution for you, or who just go for a solution. That's all. They just want an answer, and then that's it. But anyway, if you are currently looking at LFG, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But if you have any suggestions on adventures you'd like to go on, leave a comment down below. And who knows, maybe we'll go on your adventure next time. See ya.